Hello trainers, welcome to another episode of Pokemon Go. So this is a Master League team that we've tried out during Go Battle Day and throughout the last week or so of Master League Classic. Now we're in the Sinnoh Cup week and Great League week, but I wanted to recap this so we have it saved and archived for our channel. But this is actually Holsome's team. It's Melmetal, Giratina, Origin, and Lugia in the back. This is a team actually that we haven't used a Dialga, we don't have a Zacian, and yeah, so I was trying to figure out a team that worked out pretty well in terms of like its synergy and just the way that you can spam out moves really quick. This is why we have Melmetal as the lead, just to counter any of the flyings, the ground types, and also the steel types. Melmetal is a pretty good coverage overall, but without a doubt, I haven't even used Giratina Origin before, or even Lugia. Sometimes I was a little skeptical with Lugia, but it's been performing really, really well. So we'll jump into these battles here, and we'll commentate as we go. I've done about a 60% win rate during GBL day. So we did 21 sets. We did bank one from the day before just to take a little bit of a break, but we had about 60-ish wins and 40 losses. So again, that's about 60%. And we're going to commentate the first two sets, which gave us a big boost in our elo. We had two 5-0s. So here we go. We had Melmetal as the lead, and we stayed in, and then they brought in their Snorlax. Snorlax is a pain with this team, especially in the back, considering that it walls Giratina really well, and it gives a little bit of an issue to Lugia because of the body slam chip. As you can see here, it doesn't really do too much in the beginning, but it starts adding up as it goes. And the whole strat that we were trying to do is to match up with shields here and then farm all the way down. So at least we have some energy and damage that we can hit with Melmetal when it comes back in. The problem is with this is that Melmetal can build up a lot of energy, so the best situation that we'll do here is to bring in our own Giratina Origin, and then we can kind of wall Melmetal in this situation. But just a little bit of I don't want to say a fun fact, but it's just been crazy how even Melmetal can keep up with Giratina if it has a lot of energy, just the amount of rock slide damages. So what we were trying to do here is chip as much damage as we can with Giratina, because our winning condition is Giratina versus Melmetal, even though Melmetal has a lot of energy. So in this case, they can see that they want to preserve their own Giratina, because Giratina can create a lot of damage against its own Giratina. So we let go of our Melmetal, we have a lot of energy, and we pretty much win that match because all we need is a Shadow Ball, probably an Omnis win, and just Shadow Claw farm down and to win that match. So Dialga lead. In my situation, what I would typically do, I don't usually go straight superpower. I did this in the beginning, the first couple sets, but what I was realizing is two things: that if you build up to 2 superpowers, almost 8 or 9 times out of 10, they'll switch into their other Pokemon to catch the superpower. So what I typically do is I charge up to a superpower and a half, throw a rock slide, and they typically shields. And then it gives us a little bit more energy again to play around with the game. And sometimes I would typically shield as well too with our Melmetal, and we can then go 2 superpowers afterwards, or at least 1 superpower. So it forces them to at least double shield if they really want to, which they usually don't. And then they'll switch into their next Pokemon afterwards. So here we go. We have a Giratina, or not a Giratina, we have a Kyogre, and I think I shielded here because they probably had enough energy for a Blizzard. So, and I obviously double shielded here as well too, just in case it was a Draco. So we have an Omnis Wind build up, and so we switch into our own Melmetal. We can soak up any damage here, and it was actually a Thunder. And then what I'll do here is I'll double up, almost double up. I'll go with superpower once, and then I think we'll have just enough energy for the Kyogre in the back, and we would win this game. GG's. So without a doubt, he didn't have enough energy to even build up to a Blizzard to knock out our Giratina, and that was the writing on the wall. So Excadrill is the lead. This is actually really painful. This is not a Pokemon that we want to see, but if we do want to see it in the lead. We can actually survive a Drill run, but in this case, I want to just play around with shields here. So I'm going to go with a superpower, or no, a rock slide first as the bait, and then they actually come in with their Lugia. So that was a very good catch on their part. And what I'll do here, just to build up on some energy, just to be ahead on energy next Excadrill, because it could still be a pain to see after here, because we're going to get the Aero Blast, I believe, from their Lugia. And then we're going to build up to ours. And we're going to see if they're actually going to shield or not, because this is going to let us know where they want to use their shields, and they don't. So they're going to probably get to a Sky Attack, which, ooh, they don't. They actually don't. And then their Giratina comes in, and we have enough energy to build an Aero Blast. So this is going to create about almost 50% damage. They actually, oh, they switched, but we didn't see that animation. So in this case here, I'm going to most likely shield, because I think we would knock out from this range, and then we'll go double superpower. And at this point here, after the double superpower, we can go to Giratina. Ooh, I actually switch. Okay, makes sense. Still, it's a little risky because Excadrill can win CMP tie, but I was trying to, yes, catch both of the back-to-back drill runs, because we would have, yeah, lost that CMP tie there. So Shadow Ball goes through, and then the Giratina comes in at this range here. Superpower is going to knock out Dialga, and we would win this match. GG. So we haven't done this commentary in a while. Surprised these battles are going really, really quick and I can't catch up. So moving on to the next battle, we have another Melmetal as the lead. So in this situation, I know Melmetal is usually pretty good, and I don't want to say 9 times out of 10, but in most situations, they would have a team that's very similar to us. They would usually have a Lugia, and sometimes they'll either have a counter to a Giratina origin. They can have the Giratina origin of their own, or they can have a Zacian. It really depends, but usually when I've seen this lineup, it's usually Wholesome's team or a moderation to his team. So in this case, this is a Sky Attack, but I want to preserve the health just in case we do have a Giratina origin in the back. Building up some extra energy. Going for an Ominous Wind, because that'll be enough to knock it out. We do get the boost, which is amazing. This makes a huge difference. And then we're going to go, I believe, shielding here, as crazy as it is. Oh, we let it go. We actually survive. Wow. And then we go with a Shadow Ball. This is going to almost knock it out, if not will. It actually knocks it out. So, oh, it doesn't actually. It's like 1 HP. So Lugia comes in. They have their own Giratina. So this is a mirror team that we're up against. And we're going to go straight Sky Attacks. No sense of baiting in this situation. So what I'm going to do here, because we can't survive a Shadow Ball from Origin, we'll just let it go. And then we can also survive a Shadow Ball with Lugia. So that's going to be our win comp. So all we're trying to do is let go of their energy here. And then we're just going to keep farming. And then in this case, they think we were going to throw our Sky Attack, and it didn't. And this is most likely an Omnis wins, but it's okay because we have our Sky Attack ready and we would win this game. GG's. So that's one way of playing it. Usually you can bring in your own Lugia, and then the name of the game afterwards would be who has the most energy, or a head-on energy is going to win that game. And also it's shield dependent as well too. So as crazy as it sounds at this match, whenever there's a Giratina origin as the lead, I immediately swap into Lugia, and I always go for the Sky Attack. You want to throw before your Aero Blast, because if you go to your Aero Blast, they'll get to an Omnis Wind after their Shadow Ball. So one of the things I learned from Smash King when he ran his Lugia is that he just goes straight Sky Attack, and that's basically what I do as well, is just go Sky Attack just to chip with energy and damage, and we'll be okay here. So they'll have a Metagross in this situation now, and we'll probably shield. Yep. And we'll go to maybe an Omnis Wind. We may double shield in this case. Nope, we don't. So we'll see if they actually shield. This is not going to knock it out, but it'll be really close. They do shield, and we just missed out on throwing our Omnis Winds, but we'll let it go. And I'm going to throw our Omnis Wind once again, and we're going to knock it out. We get another boost. Then they have a Zacian, and this Shadow Ball is going to almost knock it out. I believe it's going to be in the red. Yep. And then we're just going to probably farm all the way down. Nope, we don't. And we farm down after they try switching. So GG's with that match. I think just because we got the boost, we really made that win very, very easy. As crazy as it was. So here we go in this situation with Dialga. This is what I did. I actually go for the Rock Slide, and they actually called the bait, which is crazy. In this case, now we're going to go with the Superpower. We're going to see if they actually shield or not. In this case, they don't. And then we switch right into our Lugia because we can soak up this energy, but we actually shield. So it is a Draco. So their Dialga is pretty much dry. Now they have the Metagross. So in this situation, I think I just go with the Sky Attack. Just chip because they could shield. They don't really need to, but they actually do. This is looking good, pretty good. This is looking good for us now. Our Giratina is looking really, really well in this situation. We just have to see what the back Pokemon is. Typically, it could be another Steel type, or it could be a Kyogre or a Togekiss, so we just have to be extra careful with what it is. They're going to throw their energy here, which is completely fine by us. And then we're going to come in most likely with Giratina and just start farming down. I believe we probably shield here. Nope, we don't. Okay, because we do survive a Meteor Mash. It does a lot of damage. We're going to most likely farm all the way down, and it's a Lugia, so this is a GG's on the wall here, basically. We can throw a Shadow Ball, we can come in with our Melmetal, and then we can just build up on a lot of energy, and we can survive an Aeroblast from there. If you want to have any issues whatsoever, it's a pretty straightforward match from there. So in this matchup, we have a Zarude. This is actually a very tricky lineup, as crazy as it sounds. They're waiting for us to throw first so they can throw their Dark Pulse, but we need to chip as much energy as we can because Zarude is an issue for our back line. The other thing that's we usually know from our GBL sets that we have is that they usually have a Ho-Oh in the back. They revealed their Lugia here, so this is going to most likely be a double flying in the back for this team. So we can actually survive the Sky Attack. We're not going to shield because our Melmetal is who we're going to need in order to win in this situation. We're going to chip away with Omnis Wind to see if we also can get a boost, and we didn't. In this case, I think we let go of our Giratina. Yep, we do. Oh, they actually undercharged there. They didn't go all the way so they can build, but it's okay for us because we want to have some health on our Melmetal and energy as well too. So Dark Pulse comes in, we're going to shield, and a Ho-Oh comes in, so we're going to throw this Rock Slide. This is going to start forcing some shields. We're going to just, you know, no sense of waiting for them to farm all the way down. And then we're going to go into our Lugia. Now we're in a pretty decent situation here. This is most likely going to be a Brave Bird, and we're going to farm all the way down. And that Incinerate allows us to farm, and we have energy now for the Sky Attack. And they're going to use their last... Oop, they didn't use their last shields here. And they concede the match. So GG's in that situation. So, yeah. Here we go. Mamoswine. This is actually another lead that could be very, very tricky. It's very call dependent as far as them shielding or not. But they actually switch into their Giratina Origin. So we switch into our own. So we have to basically... Winning switch, I guess, is important in this situation. I think we just go straight Omnis Wind here. They actually call the bait, but we got the boost. And this is looking really, really good for us now that we have the boost. So in this situation, I think we can also survive a Shadow Ball. So we just call the bait here. And it is a Shadow Ball, but we do survive. We farm all the way down. I think we go with Omnis Wind again just to chip away. There's no sense of, you know, preserving our Giratina. And then the Mamoswine comes in. So in this situation, we come back with our Melmetal. I think we shield. Nope, we call the bait, but it is a Bulldoze. We do survive it. And we go with a Rock Slide here. They let it go as well too. So most likely they're wanting to preserve their shields for Dialga. So in this situation now, I'm going to throw Superpower. And this is going to either cause the shield or let it go. And then I switch into our our Lugia here. And we're just going to chip away. In this case, we can survive a Draco. Would be almost to our death, but we'll survive it. But we throw the Sky Attack just to force the shield, and we do. In this case, we're going to see what they throw, and it's a Draco. And see as we... I think they undercharged it, but we do survive it, and we have another Sky Attack, and we win this match. GG's. But without a doubt, if Lugia did go down, we have a Superpower ready with our Melmetal, and we win that match. So moving into a Zacian lead. This is another bad lead for us. Typically, Zacian in the lead has Wild Charge and Close Combat, but we have seen it in cases where it is a play rough Close Combat. So in this situation, I typically go... well, actually, what I've learned is I charge up to 2 Rock Slides and then go 2 Thunder Shocks after, and then switch immediately into Lugia, and you'll usually catch a Close Combat. And afterwards, they sometimes will either shield, or not shields, they'll either switch or they'll go and throw their Wild Charge, but we don't shield with our Lugia in that case. because we want our Melmetal healthy and having extra shields. But in this case, we went double rock slides really quick, which is very weird because if we throw a rock slide first, they'll go double close combat afterwards because they win CMP tie. So very weird situation in this matchup. But like I said, 2 rock slides, 2 thunder shocks afterwards, and then switch into Lugia, and we usually catch a close combat on Lugia. So they switch into their Zacian here, and we catch the wild charge. In this case, we catch another wild charge, so this gives us a hint that it is a wild charge play rough. We go with the superpower just to knock it out, and then this is basically a Ho-Oh and Lugia matchup with 2 shields, but we have some energy and they can't farm us down, so they'll probably go Earthquake here just to not debuff themselves. So this gives us extra time to build up to Sky Attacks, and they're going to shield once again. And then in this case, we can just go Sky Attack and probably just Dragon Tail down because it's not going to knock it out. So they incinerate one more time. I think they were trying to incinerate, but that didn't work out. And we win that match, so GG's. So we went up to 28-30, I believe, in GBL day. So we gained about 230 points from this team. Again, this is Holsome's team. This is worked out this time around for Master League Classic. We tried our old teams and it didn't work out really well because of Zacian. Didn't really work out for Groudon. Groudon actually didn't become very useful from what I was trying to experiment and play around. So, but here we go. The Dialga. We let go our Lugia because now we're ahead on shields and this is what we want. In this case, I'm building up a little bit extra. I go with the superpower here before they throw. They let it go, and then I switch into our Giratina Origin, and then they have an Alter. So what we can do here is we can survive a couple Dragon Claws first. They actually have a Togekiss, so this is actually looking really bad for us because we didn't actually throw onto the Giratina, and we're going to, let's see, throw the Omnis Wind. I don't think this is going to knock it out, but this is going to chip as best as we can. And their Giratina comes back in, so this is going to be down to the races of whether we're going to shield the right Shadow Sneak because it does chip a little bit more than Dragon Claw, but we just have to spam away with Rock Slides. So with 2 shields, I believe we'll just be close enough to winning this match. The amount of chip damage that we got from Giratina Origin helped us quite a bit, and we want to be sure that we're not going to give them extra Dragon or Shadow Claws in this situation. And we should be pretty good with this matchup. I think this is the last game as far as I recall. So we'll just play it out here. They throw the bait for a Dragon Claw. And we're going to Rock Slide here. And then this one last Rock Slide is going to be enough to win this match. So GG's with that trainer. Another 5-0. Looking pretty good. And pretty much that's it. So like I said, we did get a 60% win rate out of this team when we did GBL Day 21 sets. We did hit Expert. We were close to hitting Legends, but we did go down a little bit on Sunday when we played our 5 sets. 2750, but we're still in the Expert range. Sinnoh Cup is now here and Great League again, so I'm going to be recording some other matches and posting that on YouTube. At the same time, we have a new layout here. I'm trying to utilize the space a little bit more. I'm trying to get a little bit more content on here. And we're going to also start doing some Pokemon Go analysis from other content creators and also people that play the game. So we're going to see how they're going to win in certain situations, what they can do as far as performing better with their counting, with throwing moves, when to use or not use shields, all these different little situations. So we're trying to recreate the layout a little bit more to make it beneficial in this kind of videos, and you'll be seeing that really soon. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, this is Holsome's team. I'll link his content down below in the description, and we'll see how Sinnoh Cup goes and we can hit Legends from there. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.